Hello everyone, this is Mohammad Inayatullah from the Saimedha Institute, Koti, Hyderabad. So in the previous videos, we have covered all the gunshot bits of the topic functions and limits. In this video, we are going to see the gunshot bits of the topic continuity. Functions and limits part we have completed. Now we have to see the gunshot bits of the topic continuity. So as we have started from the basic level, what is the basic level? Functions. After completing the functions, we have gone to the limits part. Okay, so limits part is also completed. After the limits, now we are going to the somewhat advanced level, which is related to continuity. Okay, so if the question is asked from the continuity topic, means it will be of a minimum 1 marks. For that 1 marks, let us see all the gunshot bits of this topic continuity. Okay, now let us see these questions. So before starting these questions, I want to say you, if you want any information regarding the ECET coachings, as we are providing both online as well as offline coachings for the year 2022 and the year 2023 also. Okay, and if you want any information regarding semester tuitions also, first year tuitions, second year tuitions, third year tuitions, you can contact SHASHIKANTH VALMIKI sir, and the numbers are given on the scrolling. Now let us start the first question over here. If f of x it is equals to x square divided by mod x for x is not equals to 0, f of 0 equals to 0 is given, then f of x at x is equals to 0 is. This is the question. What are the options given over here? The options are continuous, discontinuous, not determined, and none. Now first let us see what is the condition. What is the condition of continuity? If you know the condition of continuity, then only we can solve the problems over here. Understood? So before that continuity topic also, let us see the condition of limit. Okay, in the previous video I have given you the condition of limit. What is the condition of limit? Limit x tends to a, f of x is existing. When it is existing? When it is existing, in the limits topic we have discussed already. When LHL value it is equals to RHL value. LHL means what we can write? Limit x tends to a minus f of x, which is equals to limit x tends to a plus f of x. Understood this point? Limit x tends to a minus f of x value should be equals to limit x tends to a plus f of x value. When LHL value it is equals to RHL value, then only limit is existing. If it is not equal to LHL value, it is not equal to RHL value, means what we can say? We can say that limit doesn't exist. This is the condition for limit part. Now what is the condition for continuity? When we can call that function is continuous, when we can call that function is discontinuous. What is the condition over here? Let us see now. So for continuity, and this is for limits part. Okay, so for continuity, the condition is limit x tends to a minus f of x, it is equals to limit x tends to a plus f of x, which is equals to f of a. What is the condition for the continuous function? Limit x tends to a minus f of x, it is equals to limit x tends to a plus f of x, it is equals to f of a. Means whenever LHL value it is equals to RHL value, what we can say? Limit is existing, and this limit value it is equals to f of a. Now what is the meaning of f of a over here? F of a means value of the function, or else we are calling it as a function value. So when limit value it is equals to function value, when limit value it is equals to value of the function, then only we are calling it as a continuous function. Okay, then we are calling it as a continuous function. This is the condition for continuous function. Now what is the condition for discontinuous function? So discontinuous function. So discontinuous function means first is limit x tends to a minus f of x, it is not equal to limit x tends to a plus f of x. Means LHL value it is not equal to RHL value. When LHL value it is not equal to RHL value, means limit itself is not existing. When limit itself is not existing, the function is discontinuous. Understood? The function is discontinuous. Now one more condition, when limit x tends to a minus f of x, it is equals to limit x tends to a plus f of x, but it is not equals to f of a. It is not equals to f of a. LHL value it is equals to RHL value, but this LHL and RHL values are not equal to value of the function. Okay, in the simple words means what we can say, this limit value it is not equal to value of the function, then also what we can say, the function is discontinuous. If the limit value it is equals to value of the function means the function is continuous. If limit value it is not equal to the function value means the function is discontinuous. And one more condition, if LHL it is not equals to RHL means limit itself is not existing. If limit itself is not existing means the function is discontinuous. So these are the conditions over here. So with the help of these conditions, let us find out whether the function is continuous or discontinuous. Okay. So for finding this function is continuous or discontinuous means how many values we have to find? We have to find LHL value, RHL value and value of the function. So after finding the three values, if three values are same, then we can say the function is continuous. If they are not equal or same means then the function will be discontinuous. Now let us see the first question now. So f of x it is equals to x square by mod x is there. Okay. So first LHL part. LHL means what we can write over here? Limit x tends to a minus f of x is given. Okay, limit x tends to a minus f of x. This is LHL part. So f of x means we have to take it as x square by mod x. What we have to take? X square by mod x we have to take. Now what is a minus part? What is given over here? Then f of x at x is equals to 0. X is equals to a. X is equals to a means what is the value of a? It is equals to 0. So we can write over here as limit x tends to 0 minus and f of x. What is f of x? X square divided by mod x. X square divided by mod x. Understood this part? Now let us write over here, it is equals to limit x tends to 0 minus f of x means what we are writing, x square divided by mod x we have taken. Okay. Now mod x means it is modulus function. In this modulus function we are having the three conditions. If f of x value it is greater than 0 means we have to take f of x only. If f of x value it is less than 0 means we have to take it as minus f of x, and f of x equals to 0 means the answer will also be equals to 0. So now this part x square by mod x is there. If you are taking x tends to 0 minus means it is somewhat less than 0. If it is somewhat less than 0 means it will be negative number over there. If it is negative means this f of x part it is less than 0. If it is less than 0 means we have to take it as minus of f of x. Understood? What we have to take? We have to take it as minus of f of x. So we are writing this part as limit x tends to 0 minus then x square divided by minus x we have taken. X square divided by minus x we have taken. Now this part x gets cancelled, which is equals to limit x tends to 0 minus what is left over here, minus x is left, which is equals to, after applying the condition of the 0 minus, what we have to substitute? X value as 0 only. Don't substitute it as 0 minus. Okay, we have to substitute x is equals to 0 only. So whenever we are substituting the x value as 0 means this complete part will become 0. So what we are getting the value of LHL? LHL value it is equals to 0. Now let us see RHL value now. RHL it is equals to limit x tends to 0 plus f of x, which is equals to. Now what we have to take in RHL part, we have to take it as 0 plus. So this part limit x tends to 0 plus f of x. F of x means the same function we have to take over here, x square divided by mod x, which is equals to x square divided by mod x, it is equals to. Now x tends to 0 plus is given. 0 plus means somewhat greater than 0. If it is greater than 0 means all the positive numbers will be there. If positive numbers are there means f of x value it is greater than 0. F of x value is greater than 0 means what we have to take it as? It is equals to f of x. So this part can be written as limit x tends to 0 plus x square divided by x. 1x gets cancelled, and whenever you are substituting the x value means the final answer we are getting it as 0. Okay. So what we have got over here, LHL value it is equals to 0, RHL value it is also equals to 0. So limit is existing and the limit value it is equals to 0. Now what we have to find? We have to find the function value or value of the function. So read the question carefully. F of x it is equals to x square divided by mod x. For x is not equals to 0, f of 0 equals to 0. Already the value of the function is given. Already value of the function is given, which is f of 0 it is equals to 0. So f of 0 it is equals to 0. Already it is given. So when LHL value it is equals to RHL value it is equals to value of the function, then what we can say, it is a continuous function. So therefore it is a continuous function. Is it clear? So according to a condition, limit x tends to a minus f of x equals to limit x tends to a plus f of x, it is equals to f of a, means LHL value it is equals to RHL value. Whenever LHL value it is equals to RHL means limit is existing. So limit value it is equals to value of the function. If it is satisfying that condition means then we can say that it is a continuous function. Now let us see the options over here. It is written continuous, discontinuous, not determined and none. So as per our answer, let us go with the first option, which is continuous function. Understood all of you? Now pause the video, note it down. Now let us see the second question over here. The function f of x equals to tan x divided by x is given for x is not equal to 0. Whenever x is not equal to 0 is given means it is related to limits part. Okay, we have to apply the limits for this one. So f of 0 it is equals to 1. F of 0 equals to 1 means value of the function it is already given. Value of the function it is equals to 1 at x is equals to 0. X is equals to 0 means what is the 0 part? It is a value. Now we have to find the function whether it is continuous, discontinuous means in the discontinuous we are having two categories, left continuous or right continuous. Is it clear? Now let us see this part. So what is given first? We are writing this part as f of x. Function is given. F of x it is equals to tan x divided by x and value of the function is f of 0 it is equals to 1. So tan x divided by x means already we are having the standard limit for this one. The limit is existing and we are having the standard limit for tan x divided by x. Is it clear? So already we have discussed the condition for the limits. What it is? Limit x tends to a minus f of x, it is equals to limit x tends to a plus f of x. If LHL value it is equals to RHL value means limit is existing. If limit is existing means instead of this complete part, what we can write? We can write it is limit x tends to a f of x. Okay, what we are writing? Limit x tends to a f of x. So as we are having the starting standard limit, so as per that standard limit, we can write simply this part as limit x tends to 0. If you want to find out LHL value, RHL value means it will be same only if you are using the standard limit over there. So limit x tends to 0. Limit x tends to 0, f of x. What is f of x now? Tan x divided by x. So we are finding the direct limit value. So what is our standard limit? It is equals to limit x tends to 0, tan x by x it is equals to 1. So limit value it is equals to 1 and the value of the function it is also equals to 1. So limit value and function value are same. Whenever it is satisfying the condition means the function is called as continuous. So let us go with the third option, which is continuous function. Understood all of you? Now pause the video, note it down. Now let us see the next question over here. The value of f of 0. The value of f of 0 means we have to find the value of the function. So till now what we have seen that the function is continuous or discontinuous. Now in this question we have to find the value of the function, so that f of x it is equals to sin x by x is given. What is the function given over here? Sin x by x, and it is clearly mentioned in the question that the function is continuous. It is already mentioned that the function is continuous. With the help of that condition we have to find the value of the function. Is it clear? At x is equals to 0 is options are 1, 2, 3 and 3 by 2 is given. Okay. So what is the condition for continuous function? The condition is limit x tends to a minus f of x, it is equals to limit x tends to a plus f of x, which is equals to f of a. So this is the condition for the continuous function. What it is? LHL value it is equals to RHL value it is equals to value of the function. Now just now we have seen that limit extends to a minus f of x equals to limit extends to a plus f of x. Instead of this complete part, what we can write? Limit x tends to a. Instead of a minus and a plus part, if both are equal, then directly we can write it as limit x tends to a, and this f of x part will be same. So which is equals to f of a. Now what is the meaning of this one? So whenever we want to find the value of the function, means for that function we have to apply the limits, that's it. Okay, so the function will be given in the question. For that function, what we have to do? We have to apply the limits for that part. Whenever we are applying the limit for that function, we will get the value of the function. Understood all of you? So now in this part, limit extends to a, f of x equals to f of a is there, but this condition is applicable whenever it is given in the question. What should be given? The function is continuous. If it is given, means then only we can use this condition. Is it clear? Let us write the condition over here. So first is f of a. F of a, it is equals to limit x tends to a, f of x. Okay, f of x. Now x is equals to 0 is given. X is equals to 0 means x is equals to a. What is a value? 0. So f of 0 it is equals to limit x tends to 0. What is f of x? Sin x divided by x. Okay, now we have to apply the limit for this function. As we are having the standard limit, what is the standard limit? Limit x tends to 0, sin x divided by x, it is equals to 1. So f of 0 value, f of 0, it is equals to 1. So what we are getting the value of the function? It is equals to 1. So let us see the options 1, 2, 3, 3 by 2 means let us go with the option number 1. The value of f of 0, it is equals to 1. Okay. Now pause the video, note it down. Now let us see the next question over here. Given that the function f is defined by f of x equals to 2x minus 1 if x value it is greater than 2, f of x equals to k if x is equals to 2, f of x equals to x square minus 1 if x value is less than 2. We are having the conditions over there. When x value is greater than 2, x value is less than 2, x value is equals to 2, we are having different types of functions over here. Now it is continuous. Already in the question, what is given over here? The function is continuous. Then what we have to find? We have to find the value of k. What we have to find? We have to find the value of k. So just now in the previous problem we have written the condition for the continuous. Yes or no? If you want to find out the value of the function, means what we have written the condition? The condition was f of a. F of a, it is equals to limit x tends to a, f of x. Okay, this condition we have written. F of a is equals to limit x tends to a, f of x. This condition we have written. Now let us substitute over here. So which is f of a, it is equals to limit x tends to a, f of x. Now what is the value of a over here? What are the conditions given? X is equals to 2, x is greater than 2, x is less than 2 means this a value it is equals to 2. A value it is equals to 2. Now let us substitute over here. F of 2. F of 2 it is equals to. F of 2 it is equals to limit x tends to 2 f of x. Now which part we have to take? Limit x tends to 2 f of x means as for the limit, for the condition of the limit we are having LHL part and RHL part. If LHL it is equals to RHL, then only we can say that limit is existing. Now in this part LHL means it will be 2 minus, RHL means it will be 2 plus, as it is given over here. Okay, now let us write for this part limit x tends to a minus f of x, it is equals to limit x tends to a plus f of x, which is equals to f of a. So LHL value it is equals to RHL value it is equals to value of the function, then only we can call the function is continuous. So as it is given already in the question that the function is continuous, then what we can say? Either we can take LHL it is equals to value of the function, or else we can take RHL it is equals to value of the function. If you are taking this part LHL and value of the function means you will get the same answer, and if you are taking RHL and value of the function means you will get the same answer. Okay. now let us take this part. F of 2 means whenever x value is equals to 2 means what we are getting the answer over here. What we have to take? We have to take it is equals to k. So k part we have written, which is equals to, now limit x tends to 2 means we can take 2 minus or else 2 plus part. Okay, so if you are taking 2 plus part, so limit x tends to 2 plus means it is greater than 2. Whenever it is greater than 2 means what we have to take the function value over here, 2x minus 1. So limit x tends to 2 plus 2x minus 1. So k it is equals to, after applying the condition, what we have to do? We have to substitute the x value. In the place of x, what we are substituting? 2. 2 2s are 4. 4 minus 1, it is equals to 3. So k value it is equals to 3. Understood all of you? Now if you are taking 2 minus part also, 2 minus means it is less than 2. If it is less than 2 means what we have to take? X square minus 1. So limit x tends to 2 minus it is x square minus 1. Now we have to substitute the x value which is 2. So 2 square means 4. 4 minus 1 it is equals to 3. Okay. So if you are taking the LHL part or else the RHL part, we are getting the same answer and the k value it is equals to 3. Understood? Now let us see the options over here. 2, 3, 4 minus 3 is given. Okay, so as per our answer, let us go with the option 2. K value it is equals to 3. Now pause the video, note it down. Now let us see the next question over here. If f of x it is equals to x square minus 10x plus 25 divided by x square minus 7x plus 10. Okay, this is a function for x is not equals to 5 and f is continuous. What is given in the question? The function is continuous. Whenever the function is continuous means at x is equals to 5, then we have to find f of 5. We have to find the value of f of 5 means value of the function we have to find. What are the options given over here? 0, 5, 10 and 25. So whenever we want to find the value of the function and it is given already that the function is continuous means what is the condition? The condition is f of a it is equals to limit x tends to a then f of x. Okay, this is the condition. Now let us write the condition and apply the limits over here. So which is f of a it is equals to limit x tends to a f of x. Now what is a value? What is a value? X is equals to 5 is given. X is equals to 5 means a value it is equals to 5. So f of 5 it is equals to limit x tends to 5 f of x. What is f of x? X square minus 10x plus 25 divided by x square minus 7x plus 10. Okay, now we have to apply the limits for this one. So whenever we are applying the limits means x value in the place of x, what we have to substitute? We have to substitute 5. Okay, we have to substitute 5. Now which is equals to, if you are substituting means 5 square will be 25 minus 10 5s means 50 plus 25 divided by, now this part 5 square means 25 minus 7 5s 35 plus 10 which is equals to 25 plus 25 means 50. 50 minus 50 means numerator part it is equals to 0. Then next 25 plus 10 35. 35 minus 35 0. The denominator it is also equals to 0. So whenever we are getting the answer as 0 by 0 means what we have to write? Indeterminate form. Okay, it is indeterminate form. So whenever we are getting the indeterminate form, already we have discussed in the topic limits, we can apply the L'Hospital rule. Okay, now let us apply the L'Hospital rule over here. F of 5 it is equals to, whenever we are applying the L'Hospital rule means limit x tends to 5, we have to write as it is. Now what is the meaning of L'Hospital rule? We have to differentiate the numerator as well as we have to differentiate the denominator. So whenever we are differentiating the numerator means d by dx of x square 2x minus d by dx of 10x means it will be 10. Then d by dx of constant 0 divided by d by dx of x square 2x minus 7x means it will be 7 and the constant part will become 0. So f of 5 it is equals to, after applying the L'Hospital rule means differentiating both the numerator and the denominator, we have to substitute the x value. If you are substituting the x value means 2 into 5. Okay, in the place of x what we have tried? 5. 2 5s are 10. Okay, 2 5s are 10. 10 minus 10, it is equals to 0. Okay, first let us write it as 10 minus 10 divided by, then again 2 5s are 10. 10 minus 7, which is equals to 0, divided by 10 minus 7 means it will be equals to 3. 0 by 3, it is equals to 0. So what is the f of phi value? F of phi means value of the function. What is the value of the function? It is equals to 0. Understood? So with the help of that condition, f of a is equals to limit extends to a f of x. With the help of that condition, we are finding the value of the function. So f of phi value, it is equals to 0. What are the options given over here? 0, 5, 10 and 25. So let us go with the first option, which is equals to 0. Now pause the video, note it down. Now let us see the next question over here. If f maps R to R is defined by f of x equals to 1 plus 3x square minus cos 2x divided by x square for x is not equal to 0. Whenever x is not equal to 0 means we have to take this function part, and if x is equals to 0 is there means we have to take f of x value is equals to k, and it is mentioned that the function is continuous at x is equals to 0. Now what we have to find? We have to find the k value. So from the question, what we can take the condition of the continuous function. So if you want to find out the value of the function means what is the condition? F of a it is equals to limit x tends to a f of x. Okay, this is the condition. So f of a it is equals to limit x tends to a f of x means, let us substitute f of a is equals to limit x tends to a f of x. So what is a value? A value it is equals to 0 because at x is equals to 0 is given. So f of 0 it is equals to limit x tends to 0 f of x. Okay, limit x tends to 0 f of x. Now let us substitute the value over here. F of 0 means x is equals to 0. It is value of the function. Whenever we are taking x is equal to 0 means f of x part it is equals to k. Okay, x is equals to 0 means what we have to take? K we have to take. So we are writing k over here. K it is equals to. Now limit x tends to 0. Whenever we are applying the limit means it is not equal to 0. It will be somewhat less than 0 or it will be somewhat greater than 0. But it is not equal to 0. For not equals to 0 we have to take this part. So limit x tends to 0 1 plus 3x square minus cos 2x divided by x square we have taken. Understood? This part we have taken. Now we have to apply the limit. So k is equals to, whenever we are substituting the x value means this part it is equals to 1 plus 3 into 0 means 0 minus cos 0 value it is equals to 1. So 1 we have taken divided by 0 which is equals to plus 1 minus 1 means 0. 0 by 0 means indeterminate form. So whenever we are getting indeterminate form means what we have to do? We have to apply the L'Hospital rule. So whenever we are applying this L'Hospital rule, limit x tends to 0 we have taken. Now 1 means d by dx of constant means 0. Then 3 we are writing as it is. D by dx of x square means 2x. 3 into 2x means 6x. We are writing 6x part minus cos 2x. What's the formula for cos 2x? Minus 2 sin 2x. So minus into minus it will become plus 2 sin 2x divided by, now this part x square means this will become 2x which is equals to. Now if you are substituting the x value means this part will become 0, sin 0 means 0, numerator part we are getting as 0 and the denominator it also 0. So 0 by 0, again we are getting indeterminate form. So what we have to do? We have to apply again the L'Hospital rule. So which is k is equals to limit x tends to 0 we have taken. Limit x tends to 0 we have taken. Now if you are differentiating this part means it will be equals to 6. So this part will be 6. Then next plus 2 is as it is. Sin 2x means 2 cos 2x. 2 cos 2x means 2 2s are 4. So this part will be 4 cos 2x divided by, if you are differentiating 2x means it will be 2. Now k value it is equals to, now if you are substituting the x value as 0 means this part will become cos 0. Cos 0 value it is equals to 1. 4 1s are 4. 6 plus 4 10. 10 divided by 2, which is equals to 5. So what we are getting the k value as? K, it is equals to 5. What are the options given over here? 1, 5, 6, 0 means, then according to our answer, which is k value, it is equals to 5 means, let us go with the option number 2. K value, it is equals to 5. Only you have to remember this condition. F of 8 is equals to limit x tends to a f of x. Now pause the video, note it down. Now let us see the next question over here. The value that should be assigned to f of 0 so that the function f of x equals to x plus 1 whole power cot x is given is continuous at x is equals to 0. Now what is the meaning of over here? The value that should be assigned to f of 0 means, in the simple words, we have to find the value of f of 0. Okay, we have to find the value of the function over here, and it is already given that the function is continuous at x is equals to 0. So what we are having the condition, whenever the function is continuous and we have to find the value of the function means, we are having one condition, f of a, it is equals to limit x tends to a f of x. Okay, f of a, it is equals to limit x tends to a f of x. Now what is the value of a? A value, it is equals to 0. So f of 0, it is equals to limit x tends to 0. What is f of x given over here? F of x, it is equals to x plus 1 whole power cot x. So we can write it as x plus 1 whole power cot x we have taken. Okay. Now whenever we want to apply the limits for this part means, it is in the form of f of x to the power of g of x. Whenever we are having f of x to the power of g of x means, what we can do, f of 0, it is equals to, so already we have discussed this formula, we can write it as e power limit x tends to 0. Okay, f of x means x plus 1 minus 1 into g of x means cot x. Is it clear? So whenever we are having this part, limit x tends to a f of x to the power of g of x, it is equals to e power limit x tends to 0, limit x tends to a, then it will be f of x minus 1 into g of x. So we can use this formula. Now we have written over here e power limit x tends to 0 f of x minus 1 into g of x. So which is equals to plus 1 minus 1 gets cancelled, e power limit x tends to 0. Over here what is left? X is left over here. Now into cot x is given. For cot x, can we write it as 1 by tan x? Yes, obviously we can write. So x into 1 by tan means x divided by tan x we have taken. Understood? Now we are having one identity which is limit x tends to 0 tan x divided by x, it is equals to 1. Tan x divided by x, it is equals to 1 means, but over here we are having x divided by tan x, it is reciprocal. So answer also what we have to do, we have to take the reciprocal. 1 by 1 means it is equals to 1 itself. So f of 0 value, it is equals to e power, this complete part, okay, the power value, it is equals to 1. E power 1 means it is equals to e itself. Understood? So what are the options given over here? E, 1, 2, e power minus 1. So according to our answer, let us go with the option number 1, which is equals to e. Is it clear? Now pause the video, note it down. Now let us see the next question over here. A function f defined in 0, 3 given by f of x equals to x square when 0 less than x less than 1, and f of x, it is equals to x when 1 less than equals to x less than 2, and f of x equals to x cube by 4 when 2 less than equals to x less than 3. Okay, so the conditions are given over there. What is given? We have to find out whether it is continuous at x is equals to 1 or else x is equals to 2, or both x is equals to 1 and x is equals to 2. We have to find that one, whether the function is continuous or discontinuous. So what is the condition actually? First let us write the condition over here. The condition for the continuous function is limit x tends to a minus f of x, it is equals to limit x tends to a plus f of x, which is equals to f of a. This is the condition of the continuous function. Okay. Now what we are doing means, first we are taking the x value is equals to 1. So continuous at, we are checking this part, continuous at x is equals to 1. If you are checking that part, or else continuous, or we can write it as continuity at x is equals to 1, because it can be continuous or discontinuous also. Now if you are taking x is equals to 1 means it will be limit x tends to 1 minus, and this part will be limit x tends to 1 plus. Now let us find the LHL value first. Limit x tends to 1 minus, okay, limit x tends to 1 minus, whenever 1 minus part, 1 minus means it is somewhat less than 1. If it is less than 1 means what is f of x value? X square. So we are writing it as x square, which is equals to, after applying the condition, what we have to do, we have to write the x value as 1. So 1 square will become 1 itself. Okay. Now let us find out limit x tends to 1 plus f of x. 1 plus means it is greater than 1. If it is greater than 1 means what is f of x value? X. So we are writing this part as x. After writing the condition, we have to substitute the x value, which is equals to 1. So LHL value, it is equals to RHL value. Limit x tends to a minus f of x, it is equals to limit x tends to a plus f of x, means limit is existing and the limit value, it is equals to what? It is equals to 1. Now we have to find out the function value. Okay, the function value we have to find out. So what is f of x? F of x, it is equals to, all these three conditions are given. So whenever we are taking f of a is there, na, a value means 1 we have taken. If you are taking 1 means it is equals to, whenever x value it is equals to 1, it is equals to 1 means same f of x part, it is equals to x we have to take. So f of x, it is equals to x we have taken, and x value is equals to 1 means f of 1, it is equals to 1. So LHL value, RHL value and value of the function, it is equals to 1. Then what we can say, the function is continuous at x is equals to 1. Now let us see the continuity. Next, the continuity at x is equals to 2. Now we are checking the continuity at x is equals to 2. Same part we have to solve. First LHL value, RHL value and value of the function. So if you are taking first limit x tends to 2 minus f of x. 2 minus means it is somewhat less than 2. If it is less than 2 means what is x value over here? So what is f of x value over here? X. So which is equals to, after applying the condition, what we have to take the x value as? X value is 2. So we can write over here as 2. Understood? This is LHL value. Now RHL value, limit x tends to 2 plus. 2 plus means it is greater than 2. If it is greater than 2 means what we have to take the f of x part? X cube divided by 4. Okay, x cube divided by 4. Now in the place of x we have to take 2. 2 cube is there. 2 2s are 4. 4 2s are 8. So 8 divided by 4, which means 4 1s are 4 2s are, it is equals to 2. So LHL value, it is equals to RHL value. Now what we have to find? We have to find the value of the function. Value of the function means x is equals to 2 we have taken. At x is equals to 2, what is f of x part? F of x, it is equals to x cube divided by 4. What is x value we are taking? F of 2. F of 2, it is equals to 2 cube means 8. 8 by 4, it is equals to 2. Okay. So we are getting the LHL value, RHL value and value of the function, it is equals to 2. Whenever three values are equal, then what we can say? The function is continuous. So if you are taking x is equals to 1, the function is continuous, and if you are taking x is equals to 2, the function is continuous. For both the values, x is equals to 1 and x is equals to 2, the function is continuous. Now let us see the options over here. Continuous at x is equals to 1 only is given. So this option 1 is wrong. Continuous at x is equals to 2 only is given. This second option is also wrong. Discontinuous means we are not getting the discontinuity over here. So fourth option is also wrong. What is the third option? Continuous at x is equals to 1 as well as x is equals to 2 also. So let us go with the option number 3. Continuous at x is equals to 1 and x is equals to 2. Now pause the video, note it down. Now let us see the next question over here. If f is defined by f of x equals to 1 minus cos ax divided by x into sin x, when x value it is not equal to 0, and f of x it is equals to 1 by 2 if x value it is equals to 0. So we are having the conditions depending upon the x value, and f is continuous. What is the meaning of that part? The function is continuous, it is already given at x is equals to 0. Then what we have to find? We have to find the value of a square. A square value we have to find, and the options are 1, 2, 3 and 4. So whenever the function is continuous, it is already given in the question, and according to that what we can write? We can write f of a. F of a, it is equals to limit x tends to a f of x. What we have taken? F of a, it is equals to limit x tends to a f of x. Now what is the value of a? X is equals to 0 is given. X is equals to 0 means what we can write? F of 0, it is equals to limit x tends to 0 f of x. Now what we have to do means, let us write as it is first. F of x we have taken. Now f of 0 means it is related to value of the function. In value of the function, what we'll do? We'll take x value equals to 0. If x value is equals to 0, we have to take as 1 by 2. So f of 0, it is equals to 1 by 2, which is equals to limit x tends to 0. Whenever we are applying the limit part means it is not equal to 0. Okay, limit x tends to 0 means it is not equal to 0. It can be somewhat less than, or else it can be somewhat more than. So for this f of x, what we have to take? 1 minus cos ax divided by x into sin x we have taken. Understood? Now 1 by 2 is as it is equals to limit x tends to 0 we have taken as it is. Now according to a standard limits means what we are having? Sin x by x. Sin x by x means we are having the standard limit for that part. Now but over here sin x by x is not there. So what we are assuming? We are multiplying and dividing by x. So it can be written as 1 minus cos ax divided by x into, okay, x into sin x. We have multiplied and divided by x. Understood? Now how we can write this part? As it is equals to 1 by 2 we have taken, which is equals to limit x tends to 0. Limit x tends to 0. Now this 1 minus cos ax by x into x means x square. We are writing this function separately, and 1 divided by sin x by x, we are writing that part separately. So we can write this one as 1 minus cos ax divided by x square into, okay, into 1 divided by sin x by x is there. 1 divided by sin x by x means it can be written as x by sin x. Okay, how we are writing? X by sin x. Now what we can do means, if you are having the two functions over here and we have to apply the limit. So 1 by 2 it is equals to limit x tends to 0, 1 minus cos ax divided by x square. This is one part, and the second part is limit x tends to 0, x divided by sin x. This is the another part. Okay, now we have to apply the limit over here. For this we are having the standard limit, for this also we are having the standard limit. Now actually it is limit x tends to 0, limit x tends to 0, sin x divided by x, it is equals to 1. This is one of the standard limit. Okay, and for this part limit x tends to 0, 1 minus cos ax divided by x square means it is equals to a square divided by 2. Okay, now we have to use this limits over here and we have to substitute that part. So which is equals to 1 by 2 we have taken, it is equals to, in the place of this part what we have to write? A square by 2, a square by 2 into, and this part it is equals to 1. How we are taking it as 1? Sin x by x, it is equals to 1 is there, but over here we are having the reciprocal of that part, x by sin x is there. So answer also what we have to do? We have to take it as reciprocal. 1 by 1 it is equals to 1. A square by 2 into 1 means we will get the same answer. Now what is the value of a square? Actually we have to find the value of a square. So this 2 gets cancelled, therefore a square value it is equals to 1. Okay, we are getting the a square value, it is equals to 1. Now let us see the options over here. 1, 2, 3, 4 is given. So according to our answer, which is a square is equals to 1, means let us go with the option number 1. Okay, pause the video, note it down. Now let us see the last question of this topic, continuity over here. It is, if f of x equals to 1 plus x, f of x equals to 1 plus x whole power 2 by x is continuous at x is equals to 0, then what we have to find? We have to find the value of f of 0. Okay, it is already given that it is continuous and we have to find the value of the function. What is the condition? The condition is f of a, it is equals to limit x tends to a f of x. This is the condition. So according to our condition, we have to solve the problem over here. So f of a means, what is the value of a? A means x is equal to 0 is given. X is equal to 0 means a value it is equal to 0. F of 0 it is equals to limit x tends to 0. Limit x tends to 0. What is f of x part? 1 plus x whole power 2 by x. 1 plus x whole power 2 by x. Now, if you know the TSR for this one, the model, okay, I'll write the model over here. Depending upon that model, we can say the direct answer. What is that model? Limit x tends to 0, 1 plus ax whole power b by x it is equals to, okay, 1 plus ax whole power b by x it is equals to, our answer will be e power a into b. Okay, this is our model and the TSR, time saving result. So according to that model, let us check that part. Limit x tends to 0 is the limit x tends to 0. 1 plus ax. So 1 plus ax means what is the value of a over here? A value it is equals to 1. Whole power b by x. B by x means it is 2 by x. What is the value of b? 2. We have to substitute that part. Simple. So f of 0 it is equals to, what we can write? E power a into b. E power a value it is equals to 1 into b value it is equals to 2. So f of 0 value it is equals to e power 2 or e square. Let us check the options over here. E square, e cube, e power 4 is given. So which option will be correct? Second option which is e square will be correct. So with this we have completed all the gunshot bits of the topic continuity. Now in the next video we will go for the advanced level which is about differentiability. Okay, in the next video we will discuss the gunshot bits of the topic differentiability. Okay, thank you very much.